I went and saw Spectre, and I, okay, so earlier today I went and saw Spectre, and I highly enjoyed it. I mean, it may not have been as good as Skyfall in my opinion, in which it was a tough act to follow, but leave it to Sam Mendes, who directed that much was American Beauty, to deliver yet another satisfying adventure long James Bond series. This is the 24th official film from the late Albert Broccoli's EON Films Limited. His daughter Barbara's not doing the job of producing the films, and let me first say production itself is top notch. I mean, $250 million went into this movie the insane Ultron cost that Dark Knight Rises cost, and not only did they manage to make great use of the myriad special effects and great action scenes like that whole car chase in Rome with a new Aston Martin, and and also this whole these uses of the things like Mexico City during the Day of Dead, and also oh, London itself also becomes pretty good set piece. He's in the final battle and all that. Not giving away anything too major, since my policy is, as usual, no spoilers going to accept it, and I'm only kind of trying to, not even sure this one is saying since Spectre, as the title implies, is a classic villain faction from the earlier James Bond films from the 60s and 70s. He's also a recurring villain in the books as well. That's one of the things I appreciate most about these new films, that actually, even I wasn't sure about James Bond being played by Craig when at first, and he was 14. I was 14 when he first got cast. I mean, sure enough, I ate my words when not only did he successfully bring the character in a post-9/11 espionage climate, he managed to capture the way that Ian Fleming envisioned the character in the books as well. I mean, in all sense, very much grittier, realistic Bond. Also, I suspect that given how much Die Another Day is such, and also how the Bourne films, they have part in that as well. I mean, in all sense. And as for the last film, M is now played by Ray Fiennes. Fiennes, a character actor who's been I've been liked for a long time, not just because he was he who must not be named in the Harry Potter films. The Moneypenny is quite lovely, with Naomi Harris. Ben Whishaw as Q, I still really love. That I think that has to be one of my favorite Qs in a long time. That's and that includes John Cleese and the late Desmond Nolan, for instance. I mean, he managed to uncover everything Spectre was digging up from his laptop up on a ski lift. Just for reference, that's gotta be one of the, since it's the most impressive hacking I've seen in any film. That shouldn't wear that much my phone. But let's put this on vibrate real quick, so I can be sure I'm not disturbed doing this. Just bear with me. And yep, and Christoph Waltz is great in this as the villain. I'm not going to give away too much since I've been seeing the movie, since I've been liking him ever since he was in Glorious Bastards and won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for it, and I think he also won one for Django Unchained as well. I definitely would like to see it since on my Netflix list. I'm probably going to be playing on sometime. I don't have anything better to do. Vacation time's up. And of course, there's the female love interest is very lovely Monica Bellucci. A very understated actress, I might say, in my opinion, in that she doesn't always get the biggest roles, but she has managed to give her best as to everything she does. I mean, and also, I definitely maybe want to see it again, and at least once before the year is out, since and my one complaint, however, is the fact that I think maybe the ending, sense, good as it was, I think could have been trimmed by maybe about 5-10 minutes, and it's maybe 15 at the most. Made sense. I mean, since this is definitely, I think, the longest Bond film I've seen in a while. That's 2.5 hours. I mean, I just barely made the bus home. um, and all this whole thing, since it could maybe for the next one, since it could make us this. People have been talking whether or not this is going to be the last one that Craig is doing, but we'll wait on the lines that already mentioned this, but this as well. I gather they're actually contractually obligated to release one more film, but my suggestion would be maybe just try and edit that one down to verdict and contract. 1 month away from Force Awakens. Review the Filoni film, and I didn't really get any chuckles out of the trailer, to be honest. The scenes are, I mean, but with things like the Cheech and Chong films and also the Harold and Kumar ones, they actually one of the things that's even if it helps, you don't necessarily have to be high in order to find them funny. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm still definitely thinking that Mockingjay Part 2 is going to bury that, since planning on seeing that this weekend. I was there when the whole thing began. I definitely want to be there when it ends. And other stuff, it's a mixed bag. Sisters. Okay, that's the title of this other comedy they have coming out. That I like Amy Poehler and Tina Fey very much from the roles on Saturday Night Live and other movies as well. But as a person who's still getting acclimated moving into this house, I just don't want to see a film about trying to cling on to a childhood home even though you have no stake in it after it's been sold. Nonsense. I visit my old stomping ground sometimes when I visit my father in California, but I do miss things there, but more than enough out when I'm back there, I often remember why I left. I mean, all those years ago. Been 15 years in South California, I mean, so, oh. And anyway, hey, no need to get all misty-eyed on you, but, okay, Heart of the Sea, despite the enticing premise of having and I would say, and with it on the table, January is coming. I mean that's one Revenant. films to be interested in a given time, but I don't have enough time and money to see a few each given year. And also might be going to Japan for my 24th birthday. Not sure what's going to happen with that, since maybe take a sabbatical. You might see something when I get back, something fun there. I don't know. We shall see. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. Any comments, watch below. Tell me what you thought of the film. If you've seen it, enjoyed it, great. If you haven't seen it yet, I'd highly recommend it. I think I'm gonna go try and find that song, which that's one thing. I also may not find as good as Adele's one for Skyfall. It also has pretty catchy songs, but not me knowing who the artist who sang it is. I mean, so that's all I have to say for now. Hasta luego.